Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you didn't hear Buzz crowing, he is up in our garage. We have had a change in the guard down there. Nemo has taken over. There must have been some kind of battle between those two roosters. We knew it was coming, but we're doing something a little bit different. We have to move the chickens anyway because we've got to set up the garden. We're gonna move them out on our flat grass. But there's Nemo right back there, and he is the new king of the roost. But we love Buzz, and I know so many people say, you're not running a chicken charity, but Buzz has been such a good rooster. He has fought off hawks. He has taken care of his girls. When we let them free range, he gets them all back in. And I just don't have it in me, after 4 years of being with him, to put him down. So even though Nemo, our newest rooster, is taking over, we've got a plan for Buzz, a rooster retirement home. And we're gonna have some of his favorite girls with him. So we've got a lot of things we're gonna do today. Stick around with us as we move the chickens, set up the garden, and make our rooster a retirement home. Before we build the rooster retirement home, we have to move Nemo and the hens. Now we're gonna load the wood up in the carport, get it ready to be splitted, and then we're gonna set up the new Stark Line chicken netting.
Just getting started. No, just getting started.
Woo! Nemo, what are you doing on the chickshaw? Our beloved Buzz is being held temporarily in our chicken brooder. Yeah. So he got out of the chicken netting and wanted nothing to do with going back in. So we called him and we've got him in here temporarily. All right, so it's a little bit of a rainy day. We got the chickens moved, and Landon is disassembling the pig pen. Well, the original plan was to turn that pig pen into a chicken coop, but it's not gonna work. So we are, it's fitting because Buzz is going into retirement home, and we're bringing the chicken camper shell back out of retirement too. It didn't work as a chickshaw or a chicken tank. We made some videos because our land is too hilly, but we are gonna use it and bring it out of retirement and rebuild our chicken coop made out of a truck camper shell. You remember the original video, I'll link that above, but that's gonna be our job today. So we're moving it down here, get them set up. So let's get started. We don't have any 4x4 posts, so we're going to make them with 2x4s and screw them together. These will be for the legs of the coop. Then we're going to take some pallets, cut down the pallet wood and use it for the siding. It's important to use the Craig jig here to make the pocket holes so that it screws in and the corners will be flush. And now we take those boards that we screw together. Those are going to be the legs, and it's also the sides to the chicken coop. Now we're attaching the cross braces. This will help connect everything and make the legs nice and stable. This will also be the front and the back sides.
This will be the floor of the chicken coop, and we did not want to go out and get one big piece of plywood because we had a bunch of medium-sized pieces, so we puzzled them together.
This part right here is one of the most crucial parts because we have to notch out the corners of the floor so that it fits within the post. It'll make sense when we connect everything. Behind the scenes, boom mic.
Yeah, and it shows every once in a while.
You're in the shot. Now we're going to connect the floor pieces. This is a little bit tricky. We're going to have to put some cross braces in just because it's not full sheets of plywood. So that's why we notched it out so it fits around the corners.
Yep.
Now we are going to connect those cross braces to the floor. And now we connect the rest of the flooring to those cross braces, plus add one more in the middle. And remember those pallet pieces that we cut earlier? This is where they come in as the siding. Finishing up in the dark. Just a few more pieces. All right, well, it's day 2. We are putting the final touches on the chicken coop, and we're putting the fence up today. And the gate and the hinges are all on. So we're almost done. We just have the roosting bars and what else? Nesting boxes.
Nesting box braces.
And to attach the ramp. But did you know that milk is the fastest liquid on earth? Did you know that?
Why do you say that?
It's pasteurized before you can even see it. We're gonna get ready to rip down some 2x4s to make the roosting bars and the nesting box braces. So the key to splitting 2x4s is setting the table saw at 1 3/4 inches, and I always have to make sure I double check on that. But we use milk crates for our nesting boxes, and we just cut out a section in the front just for them to hop in. Is that right?
Yep.
So
Right in the front.
cheap and easy. A lot of times you can get those free, or ask people if they can have them, restaurants or wherever. There you go.
So funny.
Nesting box. Taking old vinyl signs and cutting it to fit, and this will go underneath so the plywood doesn't rot out. And there's our nesting box braces with our nesting boxes and our Roosties nesting pads. We really love those things. They're easy to clean. We just put wood shavings, leaves, things like that over top of them, and it's easy to clean out. We just rinse the nesting pads and put them back in. So, Roosties. Right Right now we're just making a makeshift chicken door until our Run.Chicken automated door comes in. All right, we have finished up. It took us about 2 days to do it, minus the chickens. We still got to get those. We're gonna wait for them to roost tonight and go to bed, then we'll bring them and put them in their new house. But the chicken truck camper shell, we've already built this one time. Lauren built it originally, and that was one of our first YouTube videos ever. And it's pretty funny to go back and watch. But we just finished it. Roosting bars are in. We have the automatic chicken door coming soon, and we'll update you when that gets here. Any advice or tips to anybody that is looking to build one of these? You've done it twice now. What would you recommend to them? Any of the viewers or people out there interested in doing this?
Okay. So we built the frame unique to that individual camper shell. So any camper shell you purchase is going to be a little different in the dimensions. Ours, I think, is like a toolbox camper shell. So it has the two side wing doors and then the back door. But some are just the lid. And so you're going to kind of have to build around your particular camper shell. Yep. And also a tip that I have to make this like 4 seasons, we have the windows on it now, but I am going to in just a minute actually switch those out for screens that we made and measured out to fit onto the openings. So therefore the breeze can come through for them in the summer.
You want to get that and show them?
Sure. So here's an example. We actually used the metal or like steel screens, I think from an old storm door, but it's actually the metal screening, the mesh, not the nylon plasticky that would be in like a sliding door.
And it allows airflow, especially when it gets hot. There's not a lot of ventilation in the camper shells because it's metal, and so there's one on the door and then there's one where the truck cab would be, so it gets that cross ventilation.
Yeah, and with the steel mesh, no critters get in. So all in all, we only bought one new 2x4, and originally we bought the camper shell for $40 on Facebook Marketplace, so not bad.
Yep.
For a chicken coop.
So there you go, a chicken coop made from a truck camper shell. This is the second time we built it, and hopefully this is a little bit more in detail and not just an overview at the end. So thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you on the next video. That's right. You tell them.